But please note, everything you get in this video is strictly for educational purposes and not intended as investment advice. So please do your own research. And also know that results are not typical. It's all dependent on your skills level and experience. So please take note. Hello there and welcome back to your favorite channel, and in this video we've got some new lesson for you in Forex for beginners, and today we are dealing with 3 tools to determine when to buy and when to sell an asset. This is a step-by-step guide for beginners. This is Forex trading for beginners, and this is presented by myself, Coach Ifeanyi. Alright, so let's head on and deal with this without much ado. Introduction. Are you struggling to know when to buy and when to sell in Forex trading? In this video, you will learn 3 powerful tools that will help you make better trading decisions. Let's dive in. Alright, so the very first tool that you need to, as a beginner, because the videos I'm making in this channel on Forex trading is strictly for beginners. Advanced traders can actually, they can find where they can get materials and tools to help them get bigger and better. But my focus is on those who have not traded before, or those who have been struggling with demo trading, afraid of going live. So I'm here to help you, and that's what this channel is about. Even our Signal trading room is also strictly for beginners who have been struggling with demo trading and want to enter into the realm of live trading so they can also enjoy foreign currencies in dollars or in pounds or in euros. All right, so the very first tool as a beginner you can use to determine when to buy or sell is support and resistance. And so what is support? Support is a price level where an asset stops falling and bounces back up. For example, if you're right where you are watching this video now, you're either standing or you're sitting, right? So whether you're standing or you're sitting, where you are standing on or sitting on is your support. So if you hold a ball and you bounce it on that floor where you are standing or sitting, it bounces and it's unable to penetrate through the floor. Guess what happens? It bounces back up. So that is support, right? Their resistance is a level where price stops rising and drops back down. So still where you are either standing or sitting watching this video, look up above you. You can either see the roof, the ceiling, or the deck. Or is it decking they call it? Okay, so above you is the roof, right? So the ball you have bounced on the floor could also, forcefully go up, and if the roof there, if the ceiling or the POP is soft and that ball is hard enough, it could break through it, right? But by the time it gets there, the pressure may not be that strong again or much. So what happens? It hits on the resistance, and guess what? It drops back down. That is resistance, a price level where price stops rising and drops back down. So let's now look at what you need to do at these levels. You buy near support and sell near resistance. Buy near support and sell near resistance. Okay, we're not going to end up in theory alone. We'll go over to look at this in practice, right? So let's head over to the chart and let's quickly deal with this. Then we'll go to number 2, right? Let's head over. Okay, so now this is an XNES trial account. Meanwhile, to get a live account with XNES, check in the description of this video and use that link to register. And when you register, I'm also leaving a link to a WhatsApp account you can actually contact to say you have registered a live account, and you'll be given instructions on what to do so you can start receiving free trading signals. You can actually test out these free trading signals on your demo for a couple of weeks, and then you open a live account. We'll navigate you, we'll transition to a live account, and guess what? You will begin to receive signals to build that live account, just following these simple strategies. Okay, so XNES, check in the description and get a link to get started. Register through that. All right. Okay, so now this is a Euro USD chart, and we are on 4 hours. Okay, so what we want to do right here now is, okay, looking at what's happened this week. Okay, assuming I want to trade in the coming week and want to see, okay, how do we trade? So you want to find the support and resistance so that you know where to buy or sell. You are just using this as a tool, all right, with nothing else. It's easy. So what you just do, pick the horizontal tool here. That's the horizontal line. So you look out for the top for the week, the highest price level for the week, for this week. So you plot it here. And then pick the horizontal line again. And then look for the lowest level for the week and plot it here. So these two levels are the high and low. Okay, let me even change the colors. Let's make this as support. So we'll turn it to blue. Or let's turn it to light or aqua so that it will be bright enough. Okay, good. And let's even make it to be a bit bolder. All right, beautiful. So that's our support for the week, and this is the resistance. Let's make this to be gold, perhaps. Okay, gold, and let it be bolder. Okay, so all right, so that is it. So that's the resistance. No, so now your goal now is to look for buy orders near support. For instance, this is support now, 1.08034. So you will start looking for price action around this area. We'll have a separate trading on this, don't worry. So at this place, this is where you just be looking forward to. As price gets here, if you're unable to break here, you buy. And then if it goes up here, before it gets here, you take your profit. And as price is about to touch here and test it and it's unable to break it, you sell. That's how to use the support resistance tool. Let's move on to the next tool. So the tool number 2 is the moving averages. Right, so moving averages actually help to smooth price action and indicate trend direction. It helps to smooth price action. Now, when you talk about average, an average, you know the way you calculate average. For example, now you say, what is the average of these 5 numbers? So what you do is you calculate you add up those 5 numbers and then divide them by 5. You find the average. Let's say, what's the average of 2, 3, 8, 10, 12. 2, 3, 8, 10, 12. 15. That's 5, right? 2, 3, 8, 10, 12, 15. Okay? So you now add up these numbers and then divide them by 5 to get the average. So, but in the case of moving average, that's the same thing you do, but it's moving along with price. Okay? So, and it also helps to indicate the trend direction, whether it's up or down trend. So typically we're going to be using 50 and 200 MA crossover strategy here. So just 2 moving averages, simple moving averages, 50 MA and 200 MA. And we're going to be using the crossing strategy. So when the 50 MA crosses above the 200 MA, all right, from bottom up, that's above it, right? It crosses it and go above it, right? So that's a buy signal. And when it crosses below the 200 MA, it's a sell signal. So an example is if GBP/USD 50 MA crosses above 200 MA, it signals an uptrend. If it crosses below it, it signals a downtrend. Let's also check that on the chart. Okay, so we are using the XNES trial account. So you can actually open a live account with XNES. Check in the description of this video and get a link to register for XNES. Register the live account, and another video will show you how to actually activate a demo so that you'll be able to do these things, right? Okay, so here we are. Okay, this is the moving average already. It comes up by default. So what we're going to do is I will right click on this and edit it. So in the editing, I'm going to make this to be 50. And let me use, what color? Let's use pink, magenta. All right, let's use magenta for it, 50. And let me make it to be a bit bolder. Right, so that's it. Then next, let's bring our moving average again. and we go to trend, and then we'll find moving average. Here is it. So this time around we'll do 200, and 200 we'll use white, not necessarily green there, because okay. So at this point, so you see here, down here, you see that the 50 moving average crosses here from bottom up above the 200 moving average. And what has price been doing is been going up, going up. Even at this point, it was about coming down, and it picked up again, and price continues going up. We can see how it's synchronizing with price, following price up. So that's what you say, what we mean by moving average crossing. And also, another thing you should note about it, indicating the trend of the market, is when price is above the moving average, it's an uptrend, and when price is below the moving average, it's a downtrend. I hope you understand that. So that's the two. So let's go ahead and check tool number 3. So tool number 3 is RSI, and that is the relative strength index. Relative strength index. RSI, relative strength index, measures whether an asset is overbought or oversold, and it has a scale of between 0 and 100. So when it's overbought, the RSI is above 70. All right, that's overbought. At that point, it's a sign of a possible sell signal. Possible sell signal, not the exact sell signal, because you might want to wait for certain confirmations. So possible sell signal. So oversold is when the RSI is below 30, okay, and at that point it says it's a possible buy signal. You wait for confirmation. Let's look at an example. We're using USD JPY. Okay, I will use the Euro USD instead of USD. All right, so we're going to use Euro USD JPY here now, where it has an RSI of 25, which is oversold, indicating a potential buy. Let's quickly check that out. Okay, so here we have this. So I'm going to be removing this. This is not what we want. Let's delete this. So let's quickly bring in RSI here. So we have under oscillator, you look for RSI. This is relative strength index. This is it. So let's leave everything by default. So that's what. So let me quickly clear the Control Y. All right, don't worry. A lesson on the MT4 platform is coming your way. All right, so now this is the RSI. So where it is currently, you see, if you look at the point to this, you can see it's at 56. So it's still on its way up, but neither down, another overbought nor oversold. So it's still going up. So at this point, you may just have to wait, or if you have any way of finding your way to join the trend, you can, but otherwise, just wait. But let's see if you can find a place where it crossed 70. Let's go back in time. So going back in time, you see here, let's quickly check this. You see here, look at this place. You can see at this point, you can see the value there's 70.73 oversold. And guess what happened? There's a price action around there signaling it's coming down. So at this point, it started coming down. So yeah, possible sell, sold. Then this is another place now. Here, RSI is at 22, not even 25. You know, we're talking about oversold at 25, but here is 22. And guess what? Look at price action around there, and so it started going up. Even at this point too, RSI is at 24.8. Here is at 23, right? So these are the possible oversold scenarios. Here, here, and here. Those are oversold scenarios. Okay, so that's how you use the RSI. All right, so let's give you some bonus tip. All right, so some bonus tip here, combining all 3 tools. Yes, the best trades happen when all 3 tools align. Example setup. Let's see, price is at support. RSI is below 30, that's oversold. Moving averages shows an uptrend, and this confirms a strong buy signal. Now, what we're going to do now, we may not get this exact scenario or setup, but let's just go and see if we can find a setup that will match it whether for buy or for sell. Let's go. So here again, we are using the XNES trial account, and you can get a link in the description to register for XNES. Okay, so let's check here which instrument are we going to use. Let's use GBPUS. You know, we've not used it. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to Okay, you know what I'm going to do here? Let's do this. Let's save this. Let me save this chart. I'm going to let me bring RSI first before I save it. Let's bring RSI here. RSI, where are you? Okay, here is it. Okay, so the three of them are here now, right? But I want to save it so I can use it with any other instrument. Save template. 3 tools combined. Combo. Okay. Okay, so this is GBP USD. So let's quickly bring it out. Let's look at it. Here is it. Okay, so now you can see the only thing we're going to bring back is the what's called the support and resistance tool. So let me quickly bring it in. This is the high for GBP USD this week, and this is the low for this week. Okay, so and based on this now, price in the middle of nowhere here now, so it's neither up nor down. So what we have here now is neither up nor down. So at this point, we can't initiate a buy or sell immediately based on the support and resistance levels. But then the moving averages, price is also close to the 50 moving average, but above them, still bullish, right? Even they are still bullish. Now, but then the RSI is in no man's land also in the middle. So at this point, there's no agreement. There's no agreement between the three of them. So, and should I say there's no agreement? There is agreement in the sense that RSI is saying, don't enter yet. Moving average is saying, don't enter yet, because it's just close by and there's no crossing there. It's been overbought already for the moving average, all right, and price just retracing. And the support and resistance, the price is in the middle of the both of them, so it's neither here nor there. So both of them are saying, all three, the trial of them are saying, don't enter. Okay, so that's the combination. But then we could easily also find a situation whereby, let's see if we can find a situation whereby three of them agree to either buy or sell. Let me quickly load this also for USD CHF. But if you look at this too, it's also, there's no agreement even between these two that we can see here now. So there's even no need bringing or plotting the support and resistance. All right. So based on this, we can say there's no trade. All three are saying no trade, right? If you got value with this, please go ahead and like this video. Also, leave your question in the comment section, and please subscribe and smash the notification bell to get notified as soon as I drop the next important video for you. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless you.